Alright, hey, we're on the beach. Check it out. Sit around in the sun here. Look at that, dry. That's pretty nice. Being able to get out of the boat without getting wet. And I can do the same thing getting back in too. So, anyways, I'm going to take a little walk up the beach here. It's kind of nice today. And see what we can see. Here is a driftwood structure. Somebody went to a lot of work to put this thing together. I wasn't here last time I was on this beach. Anyways, kind of interesting. Here's the point, one of the points in Eagle Harbor. This used to be a creosote factory. Here you can see the ferry coming in behind there. Anyways, the ground here is very toxic, and this is the cleanup operation, trying to get it cleaned up so they can turn this point, which is very nice, very beautiful spot, so they can convert it into a park one day. So you can see the ferry coming around the point there into the harbor. These ferries are big. They're just mammoth. They fit, I don't know how many cars. So anyways, we'll take you around the harbor here. Kind of an interesting view from this point. There's the ferry terminal over there where the ferry's headed. There's downtown Winslow right over there. A couple of marinas. I don't know if you can see it, but off in the distance there are the Olympic Range Mountains. Here's an old ferry. You could probably buy that for pretty cheap and turn it into a house. There's a ferry again. See how big that thing is? It is just huge. Here we are on the other side of the point, and here is kind of the central Puget Sound. This direction is pretty much south and looking towards Tacoma. There's a rock out there in the middle of the water there. I want to stay away from that thing. Here's a tanker making its way to the Juan de Fuca. You can see the Cascades back there in the distance. And Seattle, of course. There's the Space Needle. And there's the other side of the Eagle Harbor Point. There we go. Okay, I'm standing outside the fence. This is the creosote factory toxic cleanup operation. It's a pretty big deal. I just talked to a guy that was coming out. I asked him how long it's supposed to take to get it cleaned up. He said it'll probably never get cleaned up, ever. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to keep the creosote from migrating out into the sound. So our tax dollars hard at work here. Okay, here we are, back in the saddle again. Getting off the shore, do a little rocking here to pull the boat off the beach. Sometimes you gotta put the paddle in and give a push. Trying to do this with one hand without rolling over. There we go, off the beach. Here's the old ferry. Kind of an interesting hull design there. I'm telling you, somebody could buy this thing and turn it into condominiums with waterfront property. Now that is a really good idea. In fact, actually we saw one in Tacoma that somebody took a ferry just like this one here, probably spent several $1,000,000, restored it. It was pretty nice. Here is what's called an Ocean Alexander. That is a very nice boat. We talked to this guy at the public dock one night. They live on this boat and they're hanging on a moorage buoy out in the harbor. Kathy and I looked at a boat like that a while ago. We sure wish we could have bought it. Now that's a quaint little spot on the water, don't you think? Home sweet home. Now we're coming back to home base. There she is sitting in the water as pretty as you please.